Eeny, meeny, miny, no. All that means is Dillon Brooks was told that he is not going to be a Memphis Grizzly next year. They said, don't even think about it. We're not even going to give you an offer. We gave you an offer before the season started, and you said no. And because of your play and your actions this year, you will be an unrestricted free agent. So you can choose to go wherever you want, but it won't be here. You can go to China. You can go to Turkey. You can go to Russia. Don't matter. But you won't be in Memphis unless you're on another team. Tomo, what's up with Dillon Brooks, man? Why not bringing your boy back? He's supposed to be one of these great defenders. So what's going on? And it's under no circumstances he coming back at that. So
one, I mean, his actions on the court showed it. I'm gonna be an adult first before I get my jokes off, because of course everybody want to get their jokes off. But we've been saying it all season that the Memphis Grizzlies actually need a veteran presence on this team. And in order to do that, somebody from this young core has to go. Bane just showed that he proved his worth. Jaren Jackson proved his worth. You know, Ja not going nowhere unless Ja just want to go back outside. And then who's the other person? You got one more person. I'm forgetting his name. But it's sure as in Brooks. It's one more guy. But
Clark, the other.
There we go. Yep, Clark. I remember because I wanted the Wizards to draft him. But and I'm having a Joe moment. But so somebody had to go. And everything that he was doing on the court showed that he wanted to be somewhat of a Draymond, but he wasn't bringing that same offensive or defensive intensity consistently for the Grizzlies. Also, bro, you can't run off the court after you lose a game. Like, bro, you not a superstar here. So they said, look, Brooks, it was like either it's Brooks or Bane. I'm not saying they said that, but they probably came down to that. And it was like, well, Brooks can go. And I bet you and I guarantee you they're going to bring in another vet and they're going to make this thing work. So, Dillon, let me not talk too much before you end up on the Wizards, but you're done, son.
Dillon Brooks, man. I mean, you just got put in the doghouse. And now
you in the doghouse.
It seems like you ain't coming out no time soon. You in the doghouse, and now you're done, son.
That's his name. Thanks, Joe.
So, all I gotta say is goodbye. Have a nice trip. You know, hopefully you're still able to find another team in the NBA that's not the Miami Heat. Don't bring him in, y'all. Don't bring him in, please. Pat Riley. If all you can do is, that would be a great gift for me, is to not even think about talking to him. So, I mean, Dillon Brooks, not a good 3-point shooter, not a good free throw shooter. Doesn't cause a lot of havoc on the defense except for, maybe a technical or fouling. He had a dirty play in last year's playoffs where he caused not Jordan Poole, but Gary Payton II to be injured for pretty much the rest of the playoffs. He didn't come back until later this year with the same Golden State Warriors after he left him with the Portland. And then he had another play where he, gave LeBron a meat shot and he got ejected in the game. So, and then he, of course, just been disrespectful to other players. Not like personally disrespectful, but just as far as basketball wise. Talked about Draymond Green. Draymond Green said, if you want to know why the Memphis Grizzlies don't go far, look right here at this idiot. And I mean, I'm not going to call you an idiot, but I mean, Draymond said it. So there's no need for me to say it. Draymond said it already. And he's actually an okay defender. He's not great, but he's not bad. It's just that his mouth gets him in trouble too much. He said he doesn't respect anybody until they put 40 on him. Well, your whole team got 40 put on you. You lost by 40 in the final game in Game 6 at home. So, not at home, but on the road. Now, what are you really expecting to do when you're not, your game doesn't back up your talking?
Yeah, that's the part, and that's why I think the GMs was like, he can go.
Yeah, I mean, and then they have a chance of signing some other people. Bane played his game. And he's shown a leadership role no matter what happened. Win or loss, he was at every press conference letting you know how it goes. Now, he did go out his way, said there was going to be a Game 7. I mean, players do that. So I'm not going to give him any flack on that. He's been one of the more humble young Grizzlies, even though he kind of was talking trash to LeBron at one time. LeBron said he wasn't having it. So, but I mean, maybe he'll get an opportunity somewhere else. He may be able to go to Minnesota. They pick up anybody. So he may go to Minnesota. Maybe even go to Utah. Might be able to do something there. Who knows? Somebody will pick him up, but he won't be in Memphis Grizzlies next year. So he's still in the doghouse. I don't know what to tell you after that.
Doghouse, Dunny, all that. He outside the doghouse. Matter of fact, when y'all see that picture of the doghouse and y'all see that dog next to it, we might have to just like a personal prop. Now, I'm saying we put a personal prop of Dillon Brooks like right there, just standing there.
Yep, he is probably now the mascot for the doghouse. He's like, hey, whoever come in, just sign your name right here, and I got you.
I'm the bouncer for the doghouse.
There you go. He's the bouncer for the doghouse.
Go ahead, man. I want to read J-Mo comment right quick. I know you're about to join us, right? Because we're about to talk about the 76ers, but even Pat Bev talk crazy, but he always plays to win the game. Dillon got to find a way to produce because he's not a scorer. And he kind of, J-Mo also said the same thing about Draymond. With Draymond as well. Yeah, Dillon, I mean, you're one of those players that can be replaced because what you do, there's a million other people that actually, there's a replica of it. We named 2. We got Draymond, we got Pat Bev, PJ Tucker. So that Jay Crowder now for some teams. So if you're in a group like that where people's like, well, I can go find another you, then you're expendable. You got to be able to do something. Like when Ja was out that second game, he had to put up 30 or at least 25. You see Draymond put up 20 in one of those games because they talking about trading him. He's like, nah, I could score.
Mm-hmm. Put up 21 in a key playoff game. So, I mean, Dillon Brooks, you got to do something, man. You got to find some way. You got to be able to facilitate the offense or something, play better defense, and humble yourself.
Facts.
Just humble yourself. There's no need to talk until just go out there and play your game. So, that's it for you.
He gonna be in Orlando.
Oh, Javon not gonna like that. Javon not gonna like that. Hey, he might go to Detroit.
As soon as you say that, watch Carl pop up in the comments.
He just might.
But yeah, we going to the next one.
Yeah.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.